o'clock yet, in 1 minute, but I prepare my iPad for you to see one embroidery I made. It's a tapestry from Anita Good Design, because the topic today is embroidery with metallic thread. So that whole tapestry is made with embroidery thread. I hope you see it well. Maybe I can zoom a bit for you to see, to make sure you see well. It is embroidery thread. It is metallic thread. Okay. If I zoom out, not very familiar. I'm on the stand. It's shaking a bit, but I think I'm okay. So if we can accomplish this big tapestry with metallic thread, that means our machine can take it. So okay, so I'm okay. I'm going to start. I will turn the camera. If I do this, maybe, yes, I'm here. Hello. So I'm standing up because my setup here, but I will turn the camera because I want you to see what's gonna happen. So I hope you all have a hot day like me here in Montreal. It's hot and humid, trust me. So I want to talk to you about embroidered with metallic thread. Well, everybody's always afraid, huh? It's going to shake a bit because I'm going to move my camera to my setup. Maybe this way. Okay, so okay, now I'm going to get out of the way. Sorry if it moved. Okay, so today I'm going to use the Memory Craft, the new model from last year, the 550E embroidery machine. It's a standalone machine, but the embroidery thread is going, you can use it on any of our embroidery machine. I'm talking about embroidery, but also this works for, this embroidery thread works for decorative stitches also. Okay, so we can use the thread. Yeah, I have a problem to find my camera. Okay, so you see, you can use metallic thread on a decorative stitches on a sewing machine and on an embroidery machine as well. So what I did here, I prepared my machine and I did some embroidery. I started because I want to show you something. You know, you're ready to learn more than one thing, huh? If I can zoom. Okay. So what I did here, I took, I'll take my stylus. I took, I see people, you know, I think Liz is taking care of everybody because me, I have to embroider, to think, to translate everything at the same time. So Liz will answer if you have any questions, okay? So what I did here and what I wanted to show you is how to work with embroidery thread. There's a few laws, you know, that you have to respect according to have a nice result and not thread break all the time, okay? Thread break for a few reasons. First, okay, Liz, I just see you. You're there to answer queries. Okay, so first thing you have to know, embroidery thread, there's many brands on the market. They're not all good. Like all the sewing machine are not all good. All the fabric is not all good. All the stabilizer, you know, it's like, that's life, okay? Everybody, there's a lot on the market, but they're not all good. So metallic thread has memory. What does that mean? Because of the metallic, okay? Since a long time, this is, oh no, I'm here, sorry. So because it's metallic, since a long time, it's on the spool. So it keeps the swirl, you know? You see the swirl, maybe the fan, but you see, it will keep that swirl here. And that may cause some breakage, may cause, because there's a few reasons about breakage. Breakage, okay? My French is good, you know. So, oh, Madame Boire, bonjour, Madame Boire. Okay, one of the lady that comes to my sewing school. So, what we need to obey some laws. Okay, so on the screen here. Okay, I'm using this machine, but it also works on other machine, on other Janome models, I should say. Okay, do you go there sometimes? Set. People seems to forget sometimes. Okay, so set. You can set the internal of the machine, internal adjustment of of the machine. I can also set the embroidery side. Okay. First thing, you know, metallic thread is a delicate thread, so it's better to lower the tension a little bit. That will give you, you know, my whole embroidery, I'll zoom in, I lower the tension. And here I mix regular thread and metallic thread, so it won't, you will have still a good result. It's just will release a little bit the tension of the thread. That's one thing you should do. Also, the other thing, I'll keep turning the page, the speed should always be at the minimum. So all Janome machine, the lowest speed is 400 stitch a minute, okay? Then, well, you can never thread cutter, automatic or the scissors that you have in front of the machine. That is never, okay? These things already done, you have to save them, okay? That's one thing. But there's something else you should work with to have a good, you have to choose a good thread that I just said to you. Here what what I use, since a long time I'm with Janome, okay? So I still have their old thread, you know, with the old logo, Janome Embroidery Thread. I must be not the only one, okay? This thread is really, you can use it, there's no problem. So I'm using it, but Janome promote also, Janome is the exclusive importer of Madeira thread. In that line, there's a little box of Madeira thread. It's a little collection, I should say. There's 8 spool in the box. I would like to show it to you, but I don't have. So Madeira thread, Janome really recommend that thread, and it is the importer. So you can choose that thread. And I believe, you know, you're like, you know, a sewer has many different brands. Like I said, they're not all good, okay? How can you find out? Well, thread breakage. If you obey to all the law, okay? And you still have thread breakage, too bad, okay? The thread is not good. So it's not garbage. You can use it to do something else, okay? Maybe we'll talk about this, you know, in a future Instagram live, okay? The path is important, okay? So on this machine, you have 2 choices on threading the thread. I use the simple one. I don't want to wrap it twice because then I add tension and it's not what I want. So just simple threading. That's one thing. But we have something else. If you have a thread spool, okay, you see there's screws here. This is not the one that goes to that machine, but behind all embroidery Janome machine, you can attach the 5 thread spool stand, I should say, sorry, reverse. Or there's another one we have, I'm too far, too low, this one is a 2 spool thread stand. So those two are available. What I have here, well, you're not supposed to look, but maybe you have. It's Janome will present this to you later, so it's just a quick look. But you'll hear about that later on. This is a good help to prevent the breakage. Okay, so this is okay. I told you. Madeira thread, I told you. The path, I just told you. So as simple as possible. No twisting. And you know, the spool pin is okay here to use this one. But if you have the thread stand, you already you already help more your thread. The path of the thread, you already help it more, okay? Also, what do we have to use? What do you have to use? Red tip needle, okay? The red tip needle is made by Janome, of course. You see, you have the blue tip, the red tip, and the purple tip. The red tip is for the is recommended for the metallic thread, okay? But there's other on the market, but the Janome, I just translate a few weeks ago a nice big poster, and I guess maybe Liz will answer you. We're going to put this on on the two blogs, Janome Life and La Vie chez Janome, a poster describing all the Janome needles and the purpose of each of them. So you know, we have a blog, so you just follow us, you know, just subscribe to both of them. So I know people who speak English doesn't look the French blog, but do like the French is doing. Look at the picture and you'll figure it out. Okay, so okay, that's one thing. I have to look at my list. I don't want to jump to. I don't want to jump. If you don't have a red tip needle, okay, you can also use a top stitch needle, but a bigger size, because the eye of the needle is bigger than a regular needle, sorry. Okay, so I told you about the speed. We reduce the tension. We do not use the thread cutter. And just this morning, before I'm telling you this advice, I called our technician in Oakville head office, and Mark, he really confirmed that thread cutter by this button, all automatic pre-program, never use this with or a thick thread or a metallic thread. You know, this is strong metallic. Huh? Metallic is not all metal. There's an inside, there's a core, okay, there's a core inside of the thread, and the metallic is wrapped around the core. The most important part of the thread is the core. So some are too stretchy, which cause a thread breakage when it goes, you embroider and it's in between your tension disc. So anyway, with Janome, you're okay. You will have no problem, okay? Also, what I suggest, you don't want a dense design, not dense, okay? Density, well, you're just not helping yourself, huh? You don't help. You know, this machine, even at the slowest speed, goes, every Janome machine, 400 stitch a minute. 400 stitch a minute. When you finish an embroidery, if you touch it, you're gonna burn yourself. So if you're going to burn yourself, of course it's going to heat the thread, which will cause the breakage. So if it's light embroidery, you're good. Even, you see, I did dance, but I'll show you my trick, okay? But, you know, as thick as this one here, this one is thicker than here, so I do not recommend. But, you know, you don't believe me, do your test, you'll find out, okay? Okay, this. Okay, I told you everything. Now, what I want to show you here. Okay. So this is a design. Sorry about the moving of the iPad. So this is a design built in the machine. Okay, but we're women, huh? We like to change things to suit our taste, okay? So you can match a regular thread and metallic thread, different color, different. So maybe here you're going to say, hey, you didn't clip your thread. No, I just told you we do not use. So Janome, when you buy any Janome machine, we have those little snippet scissors, and just because I'm telling you I can find them, so, oh, there, right here, okay? So, because every object is locked at the beginning and at the end, you can clip your thread without unraveling. I don't know how to say. I mean, if you pull the thread, the design will still be there. If you pull the thread, yeah, I'm saying right, okay? You know what? Teaching in yes, Cillian, we learned. Okay, it went too fast, so I don't know. I would love the 10 to do. Okay, I'll read after because I'm reading bad English also. So, but I'm a good sewer and I like embroidery. So at least I'm not totally bad. So what I did here, I took the full design, but I mixed some threads, different quality, different color, different, okay? This is Janome thread. This one here, oh, I'm sorry. So this one here is a built-in design, zero thread breaking, okay? This one, sorry about the noise, it's the stand. This is also a built-in design, okay? Now I'll show you how you can expand the design of your embroidery machine, okay? So I'll go to the screen, okay? I will, okay, sorry about all that moving. So what I want to do, I will choose the design, I will recall the design I use. This is what I use. But I embellished it because I add a few things. So what is dense, I use regular thread. What is light, I use the metallic thread. And I add more design. So how do you do this? I go to I'm going to my edit window, and what I did, because my piece of fabric, you know, you want to save some fabric because you want to test everything, and we don't want, you know, we take care of our I should say our wallet, so we want to use all the space we want. And what I would like to add a design in metallic on just those two round embroidery here. So what I'm going to do, going back, and you know, you use your stylus. Huh? If you use your finger, sometimes you don't have the right, you choose one design and the other one appears. I'm going to choose a small design, very small. And I'm going to pick this one because I don't want too many colors, okay? So what I will do, I will move it on top of those two here, okay? Let me show you, and then you'll see what I'm doing. And I want it to be a little bit on one, a little bit on the other one, right in the middle. So when a design is on top of the other design, don't use your finger or arrow because you're going to move the whole thing. I just want to embroider this. So what do? The box, the green box, is the design that I'm working on. So I will delete the big design and I'll keep the small one. What do I want to do with this? To prevent the thread breakage, I'm enlarging because the sewing machine doesn't generate stitches, okay? Plus 20%, minus 20% doesn't damage the design, but it will help you to have a more open design. I'm going to say okay because this is just what I want to embroider. Okay, and okay. Now I'm going to move the camera, and I'll try to zoom. We need, no, I don't think I can zoom. Okay, and I already thread my machine. It's a slow, the speed is at slow, and I will let it, it's 2 minutes. You'll hear a noise, it's 2 minutes. Of course you stop, huh? Do you all stop when you clip your thread, or you do this? Huh? You shouldn't do that, but we all do it. But one day, you know, we learn. But maybe we never learn. One day, you know, the needle or the foot will hit the tip of your scissors, and this happens a lot, huh, to us. So I didn't want any thread. I didn't want the thread cutter, so I let it embroider. Don't forget, I'm 400 stitch a minute. Look at the memory of the thread. Look at the twist. But that you cannot help. It will help if you use the thread stand, and you will lift up the telescopic arm at its highest position. Okay, I'm 400 stitch a minute. It's 1 more minute because we have the countdown now on the screen of the machine. I'm sorry if you ever write some message and concentrate to do the embroidery, so Liz is there to answer. So you see? Okay, what did I do now? What do I do now? I'm going to pull, to bring, oh, I want you to see, of course. I'm going to ask my hoop to come forward me. You see? So built-in design, built-in design, built-in design, built-in design. It's built-in, but I took one part of the design, and my big one is my base of the bottom of my embroidery. Then I can cut my thread, no problem, and then I can use, because when I do cut my thread, I remove the upper thread, and I use anyway, whoops, sorry, I use anyway the thread cutter to cut the bottom thread. Okay, but I remove this one. I don't want it. I don't want because at the bottom I don't have a metallic thread. Okay, so what do you think about this design? For sure, somebody had the idea. Everybody has some ideas, but you know, from a built-in design, you really can transform some embroidery. If you want to do more, well, now here comes the software. I believe you all follow or Janome Life or Janome blog or Janome.com or Instagram or name it, Facebook, all the Janome social media. And Janome had a big sale and lots of lesson about the artistic digitizer. So you want to expand the built-in embroidery, okay? I really suggest you to go and visit your dealer and ask. There's a coupon of a special reduction of $100. So take advantage. The dealers, they all have it. You really enjoy at that price. You know, you really enjoy the software. I'm going to just look at my list because I don't want to. Okay. So I told you that decorative stitches also. We can use decorative. We can use a metallic thread. Okay. Yeah, I know what I want to tell you, but I'll do it after I show you. Now I'm showing off. Okay. Sorry about the mess. So. All metallic thread, that color, okay? and I add a few little rhinestone. So you see, or no, on organza. Okay. You know, when you speak French and then you translate in English, it's like your tongue doesn't twist the right way in your mouth. So, I mean, it's done on organza fabric. Okay? So you see how beautiful it is. Also, which other sample I do have? You know what I'll do? A little purse, all metallic. I don't like to hold this. Okay, all the way around. It's with metallic, totally metallic, and on the sides also. Okay, it's in a real ultra suede, and the lining is with Bamberg. Huh? So this is it is sewing and done in a hoop, and this pattern is from Sue Box collection. So she has that the same. She offers if you buy this. I did a while ago. I should flip this here. Ah, that is better. Okay, I didn't know how to do this. Okay, so also, okay, those little pocket with a built-in design into the 550E. No, this one is the 15,000. I'm sorry. This design is the 15,000, and the other one is 550. This one here is 550. So you see all metallic thread, and the fabric has a little bit of shine also. Huh? So it's really, really nice to make maybe not handbag, but evening bags. You know what? There's no end to our creativity. There's no end to this, okay? And I just showed you this is, again, like I said, I told you, it's Sue Box creation. So she provides design, and Janome used to carry this when I was young, okay? So the elephant is a mixture. The bottom is a regular thread, and all the decoration is metallic thread. So this is the right side. I hope I'm okay. Look at the wrong side. You know what? Show me one thread breakage. There's none. As you see? So I put the black thread in the bobbin because my fabric was dark. So you cannot find one thread breakage. If you observe or follow those the laws of the rules of the metallic thread. Okay, I told you about the thread stand. So the 5 spool and the 2 spool thread stand. Okay, also you're all sewer. Whoops, I'll show you after. I'm not doing this right, huh? It's in the way. Oh, no. You know what I'll do? I'm sorry. I will move it. Again, a mixture. This is really in style, you know. We have a good drawer at Janome. She's an artist. Our good friend Tanya. Tanya Denier, I think her last name, but you know Tanya is okay. She's a friend now, so Tanya. So she draws some design, and she said this here, the bird in the fashion and style or whatever is peacock. So this one is a sewing peacock. But look at I didn't make it, you know. This, I think it was, I don't know which website, very popular. I don't remember, but you know, you find easily on if you Google sewing peacock, you'll find it easily. So look at the mixture of the regular embroidery thread, I should say, huh? And the metallic thread, just to embellish just a little bit. Okay, so you see the result, and if you just, this is a linen skirt. I embroider almost all my clothes. I say almost because at night sometimes I sleep, okay, to go back to embroidery the next day. So this is on a linen skirt, and I did the same embroidery as is built in the machine. So this is summery, you know, it's a pure linen, and it's really a summery design, light design, okay? Also, I want to show this to you. So I know Madame Boire is watching us. She just did her homework, okay? So this is it's pockets. There's a zipper coming all the way around. But just for you to see and understand the difference, you know, this is not bad. And this is even nicer. Metallic is always, it depends where you want to wear it, what you're going to do, the purpose of what you're going to do. But look at the difference in the two pockets. This one is made with the 15,000, and this one is enlarged with the software. In Artistic Digitizer is enlarged as the maximum of the bigger hoop, which is the RE36B hoop. Okay, so okay, I want to point out something here that I found. You know, sometimes I do the vacuum cleaning, and I found this box here. Okay, this is Madeira. So this is Osawa collection. One collection we were selling, Janome was selling a few years ago. But this is some thread that comes with the thread and the design. But if you have some Janome stock that you don't use, pull them out and just play with them. This one is ideal to play with because, do you see well? Yeah. Because you can insert some metallic thread, some part of the design, not all the design, but some parts of the designs. Okay? So take your, do like me, do the cleanup, and just play with your machine. I'm going to turn my camera. Okay. So I hope you find a few tips here. You have a few tips, and I hope, you know, with all these videos we give you the need to use your machine. It's really a need. You know, you bought them, you pay for them. Well, press start. Don't press stop. Okay. So until next time, and tomorrow, don't forget to watch Michael's Instagram live. Maybe Liz will write you the topic. I don't remember. So, but you know what? Just follow us all the time. That's it, and you won't miss anything. And you know, when we save these, you can look at them after. Huh? Okay. So I wish you a good hot and humid afternoon like in Montreal. So see you next time. Bye bye everybody.